Corporate misfits, I get it. Coming up with content for your digital product business can feel overwhelming. You can feel stressed out because you have so many other things you need to focus on. Well, today I'm going to be sharing 5 content strategy tips that can help you to create effective content in your online course business or your digital product business and so much more. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Hey there, Corporate Misfits, Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Corporate Misfit Club channel where we help female coaches, course creators, and digital product business owners to build a freedom-bound business, sharing their expertise. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I want you to check out some digital product resources that I have for you in our resource library. This can help you to learn how to create some of your digital products and also market them. Okay, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Now, let's talk all about creating content for your business, because I know it can be overwhelming. Maybe you're looking to create a blog or a YouTube videos or maybe just social media content, but creating content can sometimes feel overwhelming because you have so many moving parts in your business. So I hope today's tips help you to be able to confidently go into your content creation plan and not feel so overwhelmed. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you are looking to create content in your business and really create a strategy around it is to first understand your audience. It's really important to know who they are and what they're looking for. I know whenever I meet different business owners, they tell me about writing a blog and creating a podcast and doing a YouTube channel, social media, and all these things at once, and then they find themselves in a place where they feel overwhelmed. I want you to think about what is the best platform for me to create content on and share that with my audience before you try to dabble and touch all these different platforms. So if your audience is really into podcasts, maybe you start off by creating a podcast for your audience and really mastering that first. If your audience is into videos and they like YouTube or seeing just quick video reels and clips and things like that, you can look into things like YouTube. You can look into utilizing like Facebook Live and Facebook videos or TikTok or even Instagram. So I want you to start to think through what is your audience looking for, who are they, and where is the best place for you to show up based off of your audience. Only you can answer that question. Now, the second tip to help you to create a content strategy is to create a content calendar. Now, I know a lot of people have these big ideas of all the content they want to create. They want to create a course, they want to create podcasts, they want to create videos, all these things. It's exciting. But if you don't have a way to properly plan, it's not going to ever go into action, and you're going to find yourself creating a little bit of content, but not necessarily fully following through. So I would highly recommend that you use some sort of content calendar to help you do that. There's things like CoSchedule, or you can utilize Canva to come up with a content schedule. And you can also utilize things like Excel to just come up with an idea of what your content is going to be about and have a game plan and know when you're going to release certain content out to your audience. Now, the third tip to help you with your content strategy is to have quality over quantity. I know a lot of people like to just create a ton of content and just throw it out and hope that it works and hope that people follow along. But if you are not providing quality information and actually helping your audience to take one step further to overcoming their pain points, well, then they're never going to come and check you out again anyway. So it's important for you to provide quality content that helps your audience to take one step further to overcoming their pain points. So if you can take time to either really go through your podcasts or your video lessons or your workshops or your blogs or the content that you're creating and really ensure that it's helping your audience and not just slap together just to create quick content, this will help your audience to really like and trust you and also want to learn from you and also keep them coming back for more rather than just having them read one time or listen to a podcast or watch a video and never coming back to your content ever again. Now, the fourth thing you could do for your content strategy is to repurpose your content. Now, if you're creating a video training or maybe you're creating a blog, you can repurpose this and utilize this into social media captions, and you can create a Facebook Live or a training around this. Now, this helps you to not get stuck in that hamster wheel of coming up with all this content. And again, I like to provide quality over quantity, and so you can be able to utilize the same content that you have been talking about or sharing on some other platforms and just repurpose this. So here's an example. I like to create YouTube videos. It's natural for me. It's something that I like to do, and it's easy for me to talk to the camera. Now, in addition to creating these actual YouTube videos, we create blog posts around them as well. And also I can grab the same content and also create podcasts around it as well. So I want you to repurpose your content. So again, you can utilize these other platforms, but you don't want to fall into the trap of just trying to create so much different content on all these platforms that you become overwhelmed and you eventually just stop because it's too much to take on. And the final tip for your content strategy is to really analyze and see what's working and see what's not. I remember I used to show up live in a Facebook group consistently, but one thing I found was that a lot of people weren't watching my Facebook live. They were jumping on at later times, and I would try to poll my audience and see what worked, what didn't, and I just couldn't figure out if we could really get it to work. Now, the reason I say this is because it wasn't the best use of my time. When I decided to jump onto doing YouTube videos and creating videos allowing customers to be able to watch the videos at any time of the day that works best for them, it wasn't requiring me to be live in that exact moment. And also it allowed my customers to be able to watch on their own time and not have to feel like they had to jump on live or feel bad if they couldn't make it. So I want you to ask yourself what's working and what's not. And if something's not working, it's okay to pivot and adjust in your business. You don't want to keep doing things that aren't moving your business in the right direction. The only thing that I ask of you is whenever you try something, give it at least a quarter and consistently do it to see if it works. So don't try something for 2 weeks and say, oh, it didn't work, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the next platform. Instead, what I did was I consistently did Facebook Lives for at least a quarter. And then when I took time to analyze and see if people were showing up, was it helping my audience to truly get results? And we decided that it wasn't. We decided to utilize another platform, and we have been doing the same thing on YouTube. We see if it's helping people get results. We're watching through the analytics, and when we see click-throughs and things like that, we know that this platform is helping us better for our audience. And that's why it's so important to know who you're serving and know what works best for them. Okay, corporate misfits. So there you have it. Those are my 5 tips to help you with your content strategy. I hope that you create a solid content plan and ultimately don't feel overwhelmed because you know who you're serving, you know how you're going to show up, and so much more. Okay, corporate misfits, until next time. Hey there, corporate misfits. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos.